My name is Corey Clark, Minority Academic Services Coordinator, and I also co-direct the Eagle Diversity Education Center. Just diversity in general is really difference, the differences amongst individuals. As it relates to Appalachia, I mean, I guess it would have a similar definition because it's just about the differences, whether it be in socioeconomic status, race, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, sexual preference. It ranges in a variety. It's really the spectrum as it relates to diversity, just the spectrum, the differences. Racial diversity, it's traditionally, depending on where you are, because Appalachia is such a large region, majority of the time it's going to be predominantly white. Nowadays it's becoming a little bit more diverse than it has been in the past. And so we're starting to see those trends start to show up all across America, but really also in Appalachia. Everybody always talks about, step outside your comfort zone, but I don't really like that term because once you step out your comfort zone, you can step right back on in. And so when we say expand your comfort zone, which means you're comfortable in a lot more places. And so with the increase in diversity, having those different experiences and having those different interactions allows you to be able to challenge what you've already been, the things that you've already known, the things that you've been taught, the things that's been instilled in you through your own personal experiences.
I'm Han. I'm from Beijing, China. This is my first semester. Yeah. I think it's a free country and respects agriculture.
My name is Saleh Al-Awad. I'm a senior at Morehead State University. I was thinking about the U.S. just like what I used to see on the movies, Hollywood movies, and it all has like clubs, parties, and beaches everywhere, a lot of buildings, and everyone is rich and famous.
My name is Jesus Carrera, and I'm from Venezuela. Before to come to America to live, I thought Americans didn't have any kind of needs, or they were living comfortable and without worries. Once I got here, I realized that it's not that way. People struggle, people is trying to get a better life, and they do all they can to support themselves and their families. I realized you have to work hard, really hard, to have what you want to have. You gotta earn it, and that's what the American dream is. And always willing to learn and teach, because whoever is coming to a new place doesn't know the activities people around the area do, doesn't know the culture very well, so it's very important for the integration of people.
Yeah, it's more friendly, I think. Even I don't come here for stay a long time, but I think the people is very nice. Yeah.
After spending almost 7 years in the U.S., I start realizing a lot of things, especially with the current president that we're having. America is already great, and no one needs to make it great again. If they want to make it greater, then that's amazing.
My hope for the future is whoever is living in America can unify and work for a purpose. Everybody support each other, no matter what political views or beliefs they have. We live in one nation, and we'll hope the best of the future for everybody.
When you have that level of compassion for another person, I think we lack that compassion for another person, and just as a human, not just not regardless of if you're how you pray or what you look like or the things that you believe in, but just a human piece in terms of being able to look after the person next to you, and just having that simple level of humility and respect, because moving from a toleration piece where we tolerate individuals to where we actually respect individuals, and I think that's something in terms of my hope in going to a point where we're just checking boxes or just tolerating individuals versus respecting individuals and the things that they believe in, and and who they are, respect them as a person and everything that comes along with that.
Hello, my name is Parisa Shamwizadeh. I am a coordinator for the Iranian Student Association at the University of Kentucky. I was born in Paintsville, Kentucky, which is in Appalachia. My father was an immigrant from Iran. He arrived to Kentucky in 1979 following the Iranian Revolution. My mother is from Louisa, Kentucky, which is also located in the Appalachian region. My definition of the American dream personally for me is to come here and have any goal in mind and be able to attain it without any difficulty. In some countries you are held back by certain things, but here there's nothing holding you back. If you want something, you can definitely achieve it. My word to describe America's dream is success. And as a personal anecdote to that, my father came here and his goal was to be like his teachers in Iran, who were American and British professors. And they were some of the smartest people he's ever known. And he came here with his success in mind. And he attained his success through his residency of working under some prestigious doctors here in the United States. And success is one thing that I strive for myself, and to be in this country, to have so much freedom to attain that success is very important to me. The most positive experience, I think personally, is for myself is that I can go to Iran and come back to America and share my experiences with people who wouldn't know an Iranian person otherwise, because a lot of people in Appalachia don't meet a Muslim person or an Iranian person or per se a Middle Eastern person. And to be able to go to that country and come back and share the good things about it is a very positive experience to me. It's like I'm a messenger or a gateway for people to not feel hatred or ignorance towards those types of people. So as a coordinator for the Iranian Student Association, one of our main goals is to spread the amazing parts of our culture to people of the Lexington area and at the University of Kentucky. When we bring people together in the community to celebrate these things, we remember the things that we are bound by and the traditions that we all share despite of our walk of life, what we do. Whether we're half Iranian, full Iranian, or our grandparents are Iranian, we are all bound by these very amazing traditions, and our culture is very, very historic. And to be able to share that with other people and to share what binds us together is a privilege as a coordinator.
I'm Madison Ortega, and I am a freshman at Round County Senior High School, and yeah, I am part Mexican. When I think of the American dream, I think of opportunity, an opportunity to get an education, an opportunity to live out your dreams, to strive for whatever it is that your passion is. You know, I think of you being able to have the chance to work towards that and reach that goal, whatever it may be for you. I think that aligns for people who, the people who are born here, the people we think of who have, privilege. But for some people, like, for an example, immigrants, I don't think that they necessarily always have the same. I don't think that American dream always goes with it. I do know that when he moved to the United States and he went to school, there's a lot of he received a lot of racism from the kids in his school, and it's called Dirty Mexican because his first language was Spanish, not English. And so when he had kids, like my dad, he didn't want Spanish to be their first language because he didn't want them to grow up with the same, remarks that he received when he was in school. And so since my dad didn't really learn Spanish, I didn't either. So I haven't really like grown up with a whole lot of culture, but through like Twitter and stuff, and I've known that I do have that background of Mexican culture, and so through like Twitter and through social media, I've gotten to learn a lot about that and just see some of the things that make me proud to be an Ortega. And so that's really cool. I think the power of social media. So because I don't really like show as Mexican, I can't really speak as a person of color, I guess, but like I don't really have the same experience as someone who is noticeably a person of color, but I do know when I speak on like issues of people of color, or if I do speak of my culture, I guess from speaking out on it, I've received a lot of pushback from my peers. We don't necessarily have to agree with everyone because we're not going to agree with everyone's views. It's just not going to happen. But if we can learn to respect each other's views and tolerate each other's views, then I think that'll be a big step in the right direction.
Unprecedented.
Peaceful.
Compassion.
Dedication.
Tolerance.
Success.